Okay, good evening. Welcome to the City of Groton Committee of the Whole meeting for Monday, December 9th, 2024. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Hedrick, Deputy Mayor Depot, Councilor Patterson, Councilor Piazza, Councilor Talley, and Councilor Norris are present.
Okay, thank you. Under new business, I'm going to call Bill Settlemeyer first because Bill has a meeting he has to attend, so I want to go ahead and get him taken care of. So, Bill, come on up. This is Public Works, so it's road salt for the Highway Department. Okay, so Bill, go ahead.
We are looking to see if we can get $58,000 for funding for the salt that we need for the season. And right now, contractually, what we're obligated to have per contract is 400 tons. And we'll have 200 delivered upon payment, then they keep 200 as a float. And then anything else that we have as far as with this fund amount, it gives us extra if we have a heavy winter.
Okay, so I'll open the floor for discussion. If there are any questions. Deputy Mayor Depot?
Is the $58,000 what was in your budget for this year for salt?
Yes, we actually had 61.
Oh, nice. And I know that we had a light winter last year.
Yep.
You don't expect there to be any issue with this amount of salt for us for this year?
No, that's why with that, when it comes to it, it gives us also a safety net as well. We have right now stockpile between 700 and 800 tons. With that 400 we're obligated for, that 200 should give us enough as far as storage on that. And then we also have it, like I said, as a float. And then the extra funds that we need is just kind of like a parachute safe net, just in case.
Perfect, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, I'll take a motion to move this to the mayor and council meeting of, where are we? December 16th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now it's Groton Utilities Lead Service Lines Initiative. Who's going to lead this? Kelsey, is that going to be you? Okay. Let's bring up whatever chairs we need.
Is it okay if I use this chair?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Fancy ones instead.
And this is, excuse me, this is informing.
Yeah, we just need Danny to pull up the presentation when she has a second, Mayor.
Say again?
Danny has our presentation,
Okay.
so she's supposed to be pulling that up.
Yep, she's going to get the
Thank you.
microphones and then we'll do the presentation.
Perfect.
Yep, we're good.
While we get that pulled up, I can do quick introductions. I know we're probably all new faces to the group. My name is Kelsey Odell. I work for Groton Utilities in the Projects and Planning Department as a project manager. With me today, I have Cesar Asuba, who is a water project manager in our water group, as well as Amy Anderson-George. She's with Arcadis, our consulting company, and she's a project manager for Arcadis. Just a brief introduction to what the lead service line initiative is. We'll get into some more details about regulatory, what it is. Amy will cover all of that for you guys. But we wanted to bring forward kind of some information on what we've gotten done in the last couple of years to meet whatever regulations we had to fulfill as a utility, and then talk a little bit about what we're going to be working on next and how exactly that pertains to our water department with Groton Utilities. There is a lot of interaction with the public on this, so we wanted to make sure we came to you guys, the counselors, and kind of informed you on what it is that we're working on. Thank you, Danny.
All right, thanks so much, Kelsey. So I'm just going to walk through these slides, give a high overview of what the lead and copper rule is, and how Groton Utilities is complying with that. So Kelsey already introduced me, and then Jen Kelly Lockmeyer, who is our principal director, is not here today, but she's integral part of the program. So like I said, we're going to go high level, why we're doing this, why you guys are required to do this, a little bit about your system, the work that's been done, how you are currently in compliance, talk a little bit about the website, the new website that's been come up, and really what you have to do moving forward. So why are we doing this? Lead and copper rule is a United States federal regulation, part of the Safe Drinking Water Act. This is the third iteration of that rule. It came out in 1991. There was a revision in 2021. That's what you hear a lot about, the LCRI, LCRR, LCRI. And then going into effect on December 30th is the lead and copper rule improvements. This is the most robust of them all. This is really where you're going to start to see changes that are required, which is really why we're here today to update you guys on that. All right, a little bit about your system. You have 30,000 direct customers impacted by this, about 8,300 service connections. Of the 8,300, 492 have what's known an unknown service line material classification, meaning despite all the efforts that GU put in to try to identify these service line materials, we still do not know what the service line material is. 5 that have been identified as galvanized, and 2 that are considered lead. Overall, those numbers are really good. For a little background, if you look at this image here, you've got your water main in the middle of the road, and then you have your house here. There's 2 pieces of a service line with a curb stop in the middle, the piece that runs from the water main to the curb, and the piece that runs from the curb stop into the house. So when we're talking about service line material, and we say something's lead, it could be on either side or both. So that's a differentiator. When we're talking regulatory, they talk about both sides. And you guys, as you know, service 4 service areas: Gales Ferry, Ledyard, Southeastern Connecticut Water Authority, and the casino. Yeah, Mashantucket Casino. Okay. So again, an overview of your inventory, what you found. Of the 8,300, 7,801 are considered non-lead. Plastic, copper, anything but lead. That's really, really great. You have 5 that we call galvanized requiring replacement, meaning there are galvanized lines, and at one point or another, they were either downstream of a lead service line or unknown, meaning we don't know what they were downstream of, so they have to be classified as this. 2 lead, and then that 492 that are unknown. All of this information was taken from records. The utility has worked very hard for years to go through all of the known, any plan sets they had, record drawings from over the years to try to populate this information. And here it is. Here is the robust LCRR, LCRI regulatory timeline that all utilities across the country have to abide by. We started in 2021. That was really the big drive here, doing GIS updates, developing what's known as the service line inventory, populating all of this information. You guys did a lot of in-house training so that everybody understood what was going on. We had a big date this October. It was required to take that inventory that you developed, submit it to the Department of Public Health, as well as send out notification letters to everyone in your community that had either a lead service line, a GRI, and that's been done. And then starting in December, that rolls out the LCRI. And I'm not going to go into this in detail, but it just shows that this is ongoing, and there's a lot of requirements that are going to be through the years related to increased lead and copper sampling, school and child care programs. So this isn't going away. It is a thing. And let's see, any other big things? Oh, I don't think so. Okay. So what have you guys done? Service line inventory was submitted successfully by the October 16th deadline. That was a huge effort. Notification letters were sent out. 776 service line inventory notification letters were sent out. 463 of those were sent to Ledger, 313 were sent out to GU. Again, just work that's been done. These letters, if you live and got one of these letters, there was very specific regulatory language that was required, mostly related to health effects of lead. So if you hear this, throughout the community, I got this letter that says there's lead in my water, all of that was really strict language that was required to be in there. And we can jump right over to do you want me to finish, or do you want to go into the website?
I can pull it up. If you mind handing me the keyboard really quick. As part of these initiatives, we wanted to make sure that our communication with the public was open. So with that, Groton Utilities put together a tab within our website. Ooh, it doesn't like the glass very much. I'm gonna borrow your
Yeah,
paper.
if you put it on a piece of paper.
There you go, much better. Thank you. I'm just gonna pull up our Groton Utilities website here.